Today we are here with what does having 24 members actually mean? tripleS analysis. Now, shout out to Ben Atmos because this is the person who made the video. His video about explaining each of the members like his sorority. That video is really good. I literally just watched it, so I'm watching this after, and I kind of wanted to see what this video is about because maybe he's going to explain exactly how having 24 members work and having these different units and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see, you know, what this video gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Would you look at the time? It's already tripleS comeback season. Like I've said so many times before on this channel, tripleS is a truly unprecedented group. It borrowed the whole revealing members one by one thing from the Luna playbook, but it just kept going and going until now here we are, the complete 24-member sorority funfest. And it's that novel nature of the group that attracts so many people to it. There's countless possibilities and endless chaos.
I would be overwhelmed though. Like, their fandom name is Wave, right? I would be overwhelmed, like that many members. Now, music wise, like I'll be happy. I'll just get in music, you know, having, you know, these different units and stuff, different styles of music, that's really cool. But like content wise, 24 of them. I am God. What?
But if you've seen what I do on this channel, that sort of paragraph summary isn't enough for me. Now that Assemble 24 is completely in the rearview mirror, there's no better time to ask the question, what does 24 members really mean? Because it's easy enough to say, well, it means it's impossible to choose just one bias. Or, oh man, the annual food bill must be larger than the GDP of 10 countries combined. Or, if they visited my house, would there even be enough seats for them all?
Right.
Like, seriously, would there be enough seats for them at your house? But through careful analysis...
Is there enough seats for them where they live?
Binging variety shows, and, you know, listening to what they say about it, I've identified 4 distinct aspects of a 24-member group that I would like to talk about today. These 4 aspects are what truly set tripleS apart from other groups, as opposed to just the whole, oh wow, big. So let's get started. If you want to see more K-pop escapades like this,
it's like they took NCT, right? You know, having Dream and 127 and You and Wavy and Wish, but like turn it to a whole nother level. Like you don't just have Dream. You can have NCT Dream and then NCT Vision and then NCT Love Lucian. Like this, you just keep going.
Remember to subscribe. It helps me out. But without further ado, let's begin with Aspect 1. tripleS can be everywhere, all at once.
Right.
You ever see a
literally
K-pop
every
group
country
watching itself live on TV? No? Well, take a look. Look at the pride, the pure joy from face to face. With other smaller groups, moments like these are exceedingly rare, sometimes impossible altogether.
Yeah.
But tripleS splits up all the time. In fact, 95% of the time they're on screen, they're not all together. Of course, there's the obvious fan-chosen subunits, but their flexibility goes far beyond that. They've dispatched 4 members to Tokyo, 12 to Osaka, 6 to Hong Kong, 4 to Taiwan, 4 to Dubai. I'm looking forward to the world tour where they're in 24 countries at the same time. I'm only half.
Like they literally can do like tours in different countries at the same time, like a US tour, a Korea tour, like at the same time. That's crazy.
Sure, that's a joke. But it's not like splitting up is limited to the country scale. Take a look at the Girls Never Die dance. People go in and out. The girls who sing get the spotlight in the verses.
That's what I loved
and
about
the dance break features the best dancers. All 24 appear on stage only a couple times in the song. This 8-act play...
I've been pausing too much. Now that he said that, like, that's actually very good. Like, when you have 24 members like that, you don't, because when you have like let's say a group of 4, if there's a dancer who is clearly a weak dancer, right? That can kind of take you out of it, like, because you're paying attention more to like the actual good dancers in the group compared to like the one that's kind of lacking. And it can kind of take you out of the performance sometimes because you're kind of looking at the one who's lacking, like, you know, but with them, they can continue switching in and out and they can have those dancers who are kind of lacking either be in the back or just be completely out of it, in like a dance break or something. That's so cool.
All 24 appear on
The whole
stage
performance
only a
looks
couple times in
really
the song.
good.
This 8-act play of units coming in and out adds another layer to the performance. It's like mini cameos within the dance itself. And the cherry on top is, it gives the members a short break, which means they can do something as crazy as a mid-performance interview.
What?
And similarly, since you'll have a bunch of subunits performing in a row at concerts, it gives the other members plenty of time to change clothes and get ready for the next round.
나도 약간 시간이 더 여유로워졌어요. 사람이 많다 보니까 더 여유롭게 잡으니까 8분, 10분 안에 8명이 다 갈아입어야 되는 상황이었어서 그때가 더 힘들었어요. 그땐 진짜.
I can't even begin to imagine the amount of organization and punctuality managing these ever-moving and mixing 24 members requires.
Right.
Like, the girls will constantly substitute for members in songs they weren't even originally part of. It seems like each girl has to learn every subunit song, but how do they decide the roles? Like, here Nakyoung retains her role in Generation, but did the other three learn their parts specifically for this performance? Or did they and everyone else in the group already have assigned roles? If evenly distributed, that means there's 6 members in the group who can fill for any given role in Generation, or 3 for Girls' Capitalism, or it makes my head spin. But Modhouse makes it work. Hats off to them. They've created a K-pop group that can cover its own weaknesses and substitute for itself all across the world. Aspect 2. You literally can't focus on everyone.
Right.
You ever try keeping track of 24 people? Maybe you're a school teacher or something, so
that's why it was like so overwhelming to get into tripleS. Like, people are like, yo, react to tripleS. Bro, there's 24 of them. Like, that's so difficult, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ever try keeping track of 24 people? Maybe you're a school teacher or something, so you know how hard it is. If anyone thinks they could actually keep track of this many idols, that's great, but you probably didn't realize there's only 20 members in this video, so you've already failed.
Exactly,
I mean, these girls have 5 managers for a reason. But while there's the constant danger that Yubin will wake up in her hotel room completely abandoned by her team, there's quite a few advantages for both the girls and Wave. First off, when everyone's on the stage, practically no one will notice your mistakes. The chances that any one person is focusing on you when you're not the one singing is at very best odds.
That's what I said.
1 in 24. You're literally 8 times as likely to get accepted into Yuyun's university. So that adds a bit of extra relaxation to the performance. Chaewon has commented how she was fine with the big group dances, but got nervous for her 4-member subunit performance. But think about all the advantages for Wave. You could theoretically watch a dance 24 times and see something new each and every time. I mean, just...
If any of you do that, please say it in the comments. Like, do you watch 24 fan cams? Or like, not even that, but like, just look at the performance and each time you rewatch it, you just stare at one member? Low key, that's like, because you're getting a different experience per se, because you're looking at a different member with like a different talent level of dancing or performance. So, hey.
Just look at this. This stage is a complete mess, and I am here for it.
Right.
Rin and Solin are partying, Chaewon and Sumin are having a romantic ball, Haerin and Sohyun are pulling each other on an invisible string that Nakyoung rudely snaps to go pogo with Jiu and Yubin, Mayu and Soa do booty bumps, Kotone shoves Yuyun to hold hands with Cheon, Shion and Nian start eating, typical, Sohyun and Shinwi do this, I guess. Haeyeon gets partying with Jubin, and Taehyun, Jiyeon, Kaede, and Yeonji have a gopher moment.
At that point, yo, Sav is in the back right there. He, you know what I'm saying? He moving his booty. Like, he's shaking. He's dancing. Like, I could be there.
Like, that was all in the span of a few seconds.
Look, I'm right here. I'm right here.
tripleS unequivocally have the most replayable dances out of any K-pop group. Same goes for reactions, too. If you have even just 2 biases out of the 24 members, you'll have a reason to click that loop button. Oh, and bonus perk, with 24 pairs of eyes on the crowd at all times, it means eye contact and interaction with someone is inevitable. Have fun. Aspect 3. Size big actually means...
No, he says that. Size big actually means something? Pause. But him saying that, like, you know, since there's 24 eyes, you might get caught in the crowd, like one of the members looking at you. What if all 24 are looking at you? I'm not gonna lie, like If I was in Triple S, I would say that like, yo, let's just randomly at one time when I say this one word, all look at just one specific person. Like, I'll be trolling.
Have fun. Aspect 3. Size big actually means something. Okay, I know I mentioned size as a sort of gimme, but just their sheer scale actually enables a lot. For example, creative dance moves, like this part in Rising where they mirror themselves, or this part in Colorful where the members have a breakdance party. No group could pull that off quite as well, except maybe like NCT. Them just entering a room generates like a minute of content.
They all saying something to the camera.
But it also creates a bit of a problem. The members physically can't do a lot of things together. Like, they can have surprise birthday parties, but most rooms are physically too small to have everyone crowd the doorway, so you have these stragglers in the back who can't see anything. For that matter, they can only sorta blow out candles on a cake together. You'll also see sometimes that girls on the outskirts of the group can't hear what's going on in the center.
MBTI 뭐예요?
INFJ.
If you think about it, like, yeah, in these shows, obviously we hear them clearly because they have the mic, but yeah, if you're there, like if you're on the outskirts, you gotta be like, huh? Oh, what you say?
INFJ.
Because realistically, they're speaking low.
And good luck figuring out who's speaking in this clip.
Let's go. Let's go. That up tripleS.
Oh, that's Kotane.
다시 해보자.
But by far, my favorite incident has to be when tripleS jump scared a man waiting for the elevator.
엘리베이터도 24인승이에요. 미치겠어요. 저희가 4층에서 한번 내렸는데 저희 보고 백스텝 하셨어요. 오, 안녕하세요 이러셨어요.
Nah,
도망가셨어요.
24 people in the elevator.
Aspect 4. Variety and diversity. There's literally 276 different pairings of members in tripleS. If I make a guide on them, it'd be a 28-parter. Oh god. You'll never run out of new combinations of members. Like, ever. And the copious amount of signals, which I just made a video about, check it out if you haven't, show these combinations in never-ending displays of chemistry. Watching a music show behind-the-scenes signal from the Girls Never Die era is a full-on lottery in terms of who gets screen time. Unlike a smaller group where you're pretty confident every member will get a moment, you never know until you watch. And each interaction is absolute chaos. With 24 members, it's hard to isolate one at a time, which means there's all sorts of silly background interactions. And, Yeonji glitching out? That's gotta be related to her contacts, right? Like, I'm not in the Matrix, right? Now, if you didn't—
That was crazy, but I also want to say this, okay? Before getting into K-pop, you know, when you have like, you know, YouTubers that you watch and, you know, they upload, some of them upload like a week, you know, once a week, once a month, you know, maybe daily. With K-pop, I guess for tripleS, you have like unlimited content, like unlimited, literally, like, and like you said, since there's like different members in each video, you don't even know if your bias will be in a video. Still, if you like all the members, you get endless content, all of it being different with different types of chemistry and humor and stuff like that. That's dope.
Already know, there's an over 9-year age difference between the oldest Yuyeon and the maknae Sa. That brings me into the other side of variety, diversity. We have the idol good at physical activities, the music producer, the science major who can tutor the high schoolers, the Thai member, the Japanese line, the Chinese line, BB's sister. There's a lot of different folks here, which means they can really help each other out and be useful in the group.
I said that last
I wasn't
video.
lying when I said tripleS is like a sorority. It's not just about being a cohesive group anymore, it's about benefiting each other through their unique perspectives. Which brings me into my secret bonus last point. Bonus aspect. They're a big family. Y'all,
right.
I'ma say it. These girls have already made it in life. By being in tripleS, they've furthered their connections in the industry tenfold. Just think about it. Everyone here now knows 23 other idols. And, like, closely. If they stick out for each other, they'll never be unemployed again. I'm sure there'll be little tussles here and there, but the point is, their size makes them a force to be reckoned with. These girls have 23 other people to back them up, and that makes them the largest family in all of K-pop. Not bad. So I hope through this video, you now understand the merits of such a big group. It's easy to say it's too much, but the flexibility, the amount of content, the variety, and the sheer size create a niche that make them a valuable and exciting force that pushes the envelope in K-pop. Hats off to Modhouse and Jaden for once again making a group that I can say has fundamentally changed the standing experience. Oh,
again, because if you think about it, like getting into K-pop, you see these 5-member groups. There's a bunch of 5-member groups, bunch of 4-member groups, bunch of 7-member groups, 6-member groups. That's why when I got into K-pop and got like my first group that I really got into is NCT, I was like, whoa, okay, I know like Blackpink has 4 and BTS has 7, but there's like, what did they have at the time? Like 23, 20? I don't remember. Now I think it's 26. But they had like, bro, it was so many. I was like, what? Okay, I gotta see what they're doing. Same thing with tripleS. Like thinking about all the girl groups, you know, you had like Luna with 12, and you know, you have aespa 4, Blackpink 4, you know, NMIXX 6, tripleS 24. Like, bro, huh? Like, I got to know what you doing, you know?
and hats off to tripleS for tolerating the equivalent of having 23 sisters. But thanks for watching. If you want to hear me talk
now,
more—
I better not see a group in the future with like 42 members, like 30 members. That would be crazy. I feel like 24. Like when you hear 24, you're like, what? That's a crazy amount. But if you get used to them, you're like, okay, 24 members. That's like the limit. But if you go any like higher than that, like 26, okay, that's fine, I guess. But like if you hit 30, nah, that'd be too much for me. I'm not gonna lie. Does K-pop fade away? Oh, I might have to watch that too. Hey, I might not react to all his videos, but I definitely want to watch more of his videos. But that was a good video. He did say, if you didn't watch my previous video, he said some of the things I said last video, and maybe some here. But like them having 24 members is a huge like benefit to them, because again, they can hide some of the members who might be lacking, or you know, they might be tired while performing. So since there's so many members, you have chances to go change clothes, and you have chances to take a break, which is really, really cool. When it comes to the choreo, you can do endless amount of things. You have 24 members, bro. You could do parts where there's 3 members, parts where there's 6 members, parts where it's 24, and then maybe 22. Like you could do whatever you want, which that's why I thought was cool about the Girls Never Die choreo, because again, constantly switching in and out. That was dope. I said it last video, but having all these members have different things to them, you know, the Japanese line, a member from Thai, you know, one being a science major, like you can learn so many different things from the other 23 people that you have in your family, which is crazy. That's dope, bro. That's dope. And yeah, he said like some of the things that I said last video, which I agree with. I definitely agree with most of what he said. Them having 24 is just such a cool idea, and them being able to have endless units is also super fire. So yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, because I did. More tripleS on the way.